Okay, guys, so today I'm going to start a new topic called New GL, which is very much important topic. Now, here in this session, I'll explain what is this new GL all about, what is the advantage, and then the configuration part, testing part, everything will be there. So, we'll start now. Now, so here the question is, what is new GL, or what is the advantage, or what is the uniqueness, speciality, anything, whatever it is, the answer will be whatever three topics which I have given. So before that, before new GL, we used to use classic GL. So in classic GL, few functionalities were not there. What were those functionalities? So those functionalities I am going to explain. So new GL is like similar to classic GL itself, but few certain functionality has been added, and which is why it is being called new GL. Now, so what is the functionality here in new GL? So the first functionality or first uniqueness in new GL is parallel reporting by non-leading ledgers. So what is this non-leading ledger that I'll explain? First of all, what is this parallel reporting? I'll tell you. Now here slide says that because of globalization of many organizations, there is an increase in requirement to produce parallel sets of financial statement in accordance with different financial principles followed in different geographical area or country. What is the meaning of this? I'll just make you people understand in a very simplest way. Say for example, we are having a Tata Motor. Now, Tata Motor is operating its business. It's an Indian, company or domestic organization, but it's operating its business. Their business in a different market, like they're having businesses in UK or US or any other countries as well. So here, if you enter in a different country, and let's suppose they're having vendors, they're having their dealers, and they're having businesses over in that countries as well. It means they are liable to produce their financial statement even over there also. They have to pay the taxes, and lots of transactions are taking place. So now what will happen here? One set of financial statement they have to publish here in Indian market. At the same time, they need a different set of financial statement need to be published even in US market also. Now, so where is the problem? The problem is here Indian accounting, we are following our Indian gap. US is having their US gap. They are having different set of principle. We are having different set of principle, in the sense like we follow schedule 6 to publish our financial statement. They will be having a different rule or different way of generating the financial statement. Apart from this, we are having the most important, we are having different fiscal year, whereas US is following different fiscal year. So for a single company code, one set of financial report should be published in a different fiscal year, in the sense that company code is following, let's suppose, April to March, whereas if you publish the report for US, we are going to use a different fiscal year. So how, for one company code, how system is going to consider two fiscal year? It is impossible. If you see, to like we are having a step called assign fiscal year variant with the company code. So we are having only one, what to say, this one option. It means you can assign only one fiscal year variant to the company code, but here there is requirement of two or more than two also. So how system is going to follow this? two fiscal year variant at a time if you have to publish your report in a different regions and all. Okay, so this was a challenging what to say a tough task, but when the new GL concept came launched in SAP, this problem also got resolved. How it is going to happen, that I'll show you guys practically. I'll do the configuration and then we'll show the practically how it is happening. The second, advantage or uniqueness or a specialty you can say is document splitting. This is also a new functionality which is there in new GL itself. It was not there in classic GL. Now, so here, what is this document splitting? Document splitting is a functionality that allows to split the line item as per specified characteristic. That is profit center, segment, and business area. Guys, on document splitting, there will be a separate class to make you guys understand. It is impossible to make you people understand about the document splitting within 5-minute explanations and all. Generally, what is the use of document splitting? It is going to split your accounting entry. But in which cases this accounting entry are going to be splitted? These all scenario I'll explain you people. And then real-time integration between FI and CO. So CO we have not started yet. Once I start CO, I'll let you know how the integrations are happening. So here in this session, I'm going to explain and do the configuration about the first topic itself. So second topic, a separate session will be there. Even for third topic also, a separate class will be there so that it will be easy for you guys to understand those two. So we'll explain the first one itself, parallel reporting. What is called parallel reporting? Already I explained. If the company is operating their business in different geographical area, means different countries, it means they need to produce different set of financial statement. Let's suppose every companies are going to use different fiscal year variant, in the sense different financial year they are using. Then how it is, how we are going to cope with this kind of situation. Every companies are following a different currencies also. So here in India, we have to publish our financial statement in Indian currency. Whereas if you publish a report in US market, the entire things will be published in USD currency and in a different, financial year. UK is also having their own, set of, let's suppose, uh, currency and financial year and everything. So how these things are going to, how we are going to, what to say, tackle this situation and how we are going to map it in SAP, those things I will let you know, guys. So in order to make it happen, we have to do certain configuration. What are those configuration? Here I have already specified the steps. So first of all, we'll follow these steps one by one. We'll do this setting. We'll do the configuration, and then I will perform the testing part as well, so that it will give a clear picture to you people. So we'll start the configuration first, step by step. So the first is like define ledgers for general ledger accounting. Now, we have to, if you want to go through path, use SPRO and then reference IMG, and then we are having financial accounting new, then global setting, then ledgers, and that ledger, and then here define ledgers for general ledger accounting. This is one way, and we are having another way. That is the transaction code. So I'll be using transaction code here. First of all, how to use transaction code in this case, I'll just let you know, guys. So here, first of all, use transaction code. See here, first of all, SM30. Use transaction code SM30. Press enter, and then here in table view, I'm just going to copy this F underscore FAGL. Sorry, V underscore FAGL underscore T881. This one I'm going to just paste it, or else even you can type also. If you click on maintain, then it is going to take you to the same screen. See here, here also the same screen will appear. If you click on execute, system is showing that somebody has logged. So it's my user ID itself. Make it yes, because in a different screen already I have opened. So this will be coming in non-editable mode. So same screen is appearing. Okay. So whether you go through path or transaction code, whichever you feel easy, you can follow. Now here what we are going to define. We are going to define a non-leading ledgers. What is this non-leading ledger? First of all, let me define this non-leading ledger. Now we have to define a unique what to say, a non-leading ledger, in the sense like, see, we are having lots of codes has been set up, created by people. We'll create our own, like let's suppose T6. Press enter. Press enter button once again. Now, and save it. Press enter. Press enter once again. And then click on back button. So we have created a non-leading ledger T6. Now guys, I'll tell you, see, whenever we do the configurations and all, and whenever we post entire transaction, whatever the transactions we are going to post, these all transactions are going to post in a leading ledger. Leading ledger is always 0L. This is created by SAP by default. Whenever we configure, whenever we install the server, this leading ledger will be there by default, given by SAP itself. This cannot be deleted, cannot be changed. Even if you want to delete this, it is impossible. Deletion of leading ledger is not permitted. So this is by default, this is your leading ledger. We can't do anything now. So if you define your company code for local reportings and all, anyhow leading ledger will be responsible. And you know, non-leading ledger comes into picture only if you want to publish a different set of financial statement for a different geographical area. Geographical area means country. There we are going to follow a different fiscal year variant. There we may follow different currencies as well. So let's suppose if you have to publish your financial statement in US market, we are going to define a non-leading ledger for that. Again, for UK, again a separate non-leading ledger. This is how we are going to meet the requirement. And that I'll show you guys practically how it is happening, so that it is going to clear the picture. So here we have created our non-leading ledger. Define ledger for general ledger accounting, the first step which we have done. Now define and activate non-leading ledger. So in this we are having, copy this one and just click on back button, and then instead of first one, now we are going to paste the second one. Okay, we are already in SM30 screen itself. See here, I'll just show you guys the transaction code. We are already in SM30. So in table view, instead of first one, I just pasted this one here and then click on maintain and give your newly created non-leading ledger, that is T6, and press enter. Click on new entry. Now give your company code TM10, and if you want to maintain a different currency also, so here we are not going to maintain the currency. I'll let you know where to maintain currency, and your fiscal year variant. Now let me check which fiscal year variant we are using for TM10. So OBY6 is the transaction code by which we can check all the assignments with a particular company code. This is your company code, double click and see we are using K4. We are using K4. It means Jan to December we are following here for Indian market. Generally it was supposed to be V3 in the sense April to March. But since we have assigned K4 for Jan for our this company code, so what we are going to use, V3 we are going to use for US, because anyway we have to make the experiment, right? So Jan to December, since we have assigned for Tata Motor, and it means what we are saying that Tata Motor is following Jan to December fiscal year variant. Now for US, what we are going to assign, we are going to assign V3 in the sense like US is following, let's suppose April to March, because we have to keep two different fiscal year for testing purposes. Generally, it was supposed to be vice versa, but you just assume this and press enter button. Press enter, make it no. Okay. Now here company code currency will come automatically. We have assigned a fiscal year variant that against this non-leading ledger, against T6, that is your non-leading ledger. Against this non-leading ledger, we are going to use a fiscal year variant V3, that is April to March. Now save this. Now I have saved this. The next one is define ledger group. So here see the transaction code SM34, and in that this is the table view. So copy this one and come here, use transaction code SM34, press enter and paste your code and click on maintain. Now so here we are going to define a ledger group. Now click on new entry and make your ledger group name also TM10, and you can give certain description here. Press enter and then select TM10 and click on ledger assignment and then click on new entry. I'll tell you guys one thing. Now here I'll just make you understand this concept. You need to understand, then only you will be able to reply during interview. This question, there is a very important field here. There is a very important field here, representatives ledger. See here, REP ledger. This is called representative ledger. And people will ask during interview, what do you mean by representative ledger? And I think out of 1000, till now I never ever seen anyone who has replied this. Okay, but this is also a very important question, and there are so many people asking nowadays this question. So I'll just make you understand what is this representative ledger. Now let's suppose, first of all, we are having our company code, that is TM10, It means, like, let's suppose it is Tata Motor. Now, Tata Motor is operating its business in India, then US, then UK, and maybe other countries as well. Okay. Now, if you talk about India, then by default, SAP has given a leading ledger called 0L. Okay, we are not going to do any configuration, any setup for new GL, because if only we are operating in Indian country and we need not to publish our statement in a different countries and all, then it doesn't matter. 0L is by default, it's already given by SAP, there is no problem at all. But in case nowadays, like every companies are trying to involve in export import, and they're trying to expand their market, and they're believing in cross border, what to say, this trade and all. Cross border trade means, of course, once the companies are going for cross border trade, then it will be treated as a MNC company, multinational organizations. So now they need to publish their financial statement in different region, also different countries as well. So as I said, if they are planning to publish their statements in a different countries, then we have to create a different sets of non-leading ledger. So I have created for US, I have created T6, and let's suppose for UK I have created T7. This two-digit code could be anything, guys. It's not like T6 or T7 only. It could be A0, A1, or any numeric digit, alphanumeric, or alphabetic digit you can give here. But we can't change 0L. 0L will be 0L itself. Now, so let's suppose we have created these two non-leading ledger. This T6 will be used for US reporting and T7 will be used for UK reporting. Now, for India, let's suppose we are using here Jan to December we have given. So I'm using Jan to December itself so that there won't be any confusion. Generally, it was supposed to be April to March. Okay, I'll make it April to March itself. April to March, and US, let's suppose Jan to December. And say for example UK, or instead of UK a different Middle East, some country will be there from Middle East or whatever it is. Let's suppose it is using July to June financial year. Okay, so all three countries are using a different fiscal year, financial year. So what we have done, for every this SAP has given one fiscal year variant SAP has created. So those fiscal year variant we are going to use, like let's suppose April to March, a default fiscal year SAP has given, that is V3. K4 is given by SAP for for this Jan to December, and let's suppose some A5 or something they have given for July to June. And generally, it's not default. A5 is not there. There will be some different code, but I'm just assuming because I'm not able to remind now. So let's suppose these three fiscal year variants has been created by SAP. So what we have done, this V3 will be taken by SAP by default, because V3 we have linked with the company code. Okay, and whatever fiscal year variant you have linked with the company code, the same fiscal year variant will be considered by leading ledger. Okay, now this K4, it means Jan to December and July to June. For this, what we have to do, we are having a different sets of fiscal year variant, and we'll create two non-leading ledger, T6 and T7. With T6 we are going to link K4, and with T7 we are going to link A5. Okay, here With T6 we are going to link Jan to December, and with T7 we are going to link A5. Now here the problem is, let's suppose whenever you post a transaction, the transaction is posted to leading ledger by default, and system automatically going to transfer the same transactions to non-leading ledger. From leading ledger it is going to be posted in non-leading ledger also immediately. But the problem is, when you post a transaction, then here for leading ledger we are having a different fiscal year variant, non-leading ledger different fiscal year variants and all. So whenever you post a transaction, let's suppose we are in 10th, it means this is, let's suppose, October. Now as for V3, October will be, it could be, I think October should be 7th. As per K4 it should be 10th, and as for this July to June it is 4th period. And if you see OB52, in OB52 we are having option to open only one, like you can open your period. So there you can give like we are having only one posting period variant. We can create only one posting period variant, and we can link to your company code. Let's suppose posting period variant we have created TM10, and you have linked with your company code. Your company code is also TM10 itself. And against this TM10 we have opened a period like, let's suppose, 7 to 7. It means as per our whatever the fiscal year variant we have created for our company code, April to March, as per that itself we have opened our period 7 to 7. But when the system is going to post the entry for this non-leading ledger and this non-leading ledger, then what will happen? Here this non-leading ledger says October means 10th period, but here system has opened only 7th period. So there will be a problem while posting a transaction, because system knows this non-leading ledger is following K4, but here the period is 7. So as for V3, 7 is October. As per K4, 7 is July. So there will be a problem. So now which fiscal year variant system is going to follow? This one, this one, this one. So that is, we are going to specify. System can follow only one. I think, yeah, I need to log in once again, and I'll show you guys. So what is the use of representative CL? Use transaction code SM34 and then give this code and click on maintain. So here click on new entry, and we are going to define our ledger group first. Give your this one and then press enter. Select this and click on ledger assignment. Click on new entry. So we are going to give 0L first of all. 0L, this is your leading ledger. So ledger group means whatever non-leading ledgers and whatever the leading ledger and non-leading ledgers are there, that we are going to specify. We are having one more ledger, that is non-leading ledger T6. Now if you apply a check mark here, it means while posting a transaction, system will see that which ledger is representative ledger. Okay, now we have applied here as a representative ledger, then system will find out which fiscal year variant is being used by 0L. So here 0L means it is your leading ledger. And leading ledger is going to use the fiscal year variant which is assigned to your company code. It means V3. So system will follow those fiscal year variant itself, and remaining all the fiscal year variant system is going to ignore while posting. Okay, the transaction posting will take place as per their respective, like here in this non-leading ledger also transaction is getting posted. If you're having other non-leading ledger, there also transaction will be posted. But while posting a transaction, system is going to check a posting period that is by default, and in background this checking will happen. So here we have specified a representative ledger. It means we are saying system that while posting a transaction, you check a a period open for this leading ledger itself. Against leading ledger, whatever fiscal year variant is there, you just check that fiscal year variant whether the period is open or not, and if the periods are open correctly, then post the entry under leading ledger and non-leading ledger as well. Now, so this is the use of representative ledgers. Like a representative ledger means what? If you are having like one or more than one non-leading ledgers, okay, so what will happen in that case? While posting a transaction, system will confuse that, because every non-leading ledger are going to use a different post fiscal year variant. So while posting a transaction, system will not be able to identify the posting period. Okay, so in that case, what we are going to do, we are going to define one ledger as a representative ledger, and while posting a transaction, system will check the posting period variant. System will check the posting period of that what to say ledger itself, in the sense wherever we have applied a check mark. Wherever we have applied a check mark, system is going to find out which fiscal year variant is assigned to this one, and then according to that fiscal year variant, system is going to calculate the posting period, like whether it is, if it is April to March, then October is 7th period or 8th period, whatever it is. So system will find that okay, October means 7th period, then system is going to check whether 7th period is open in OB52 or not. Okay, and if it is open, then system will post the transaction, and simultaneously the same value will be passed on to other non-leading ledgers as well. So this is the use of representative ledger or representative GL. The definition I'll explain once again once I share you guys interview question. There I have specified this. Press enter here and save this. Now see the next settings. So here we have to define document types for entry view in a ledger. Okay guys, so now here we are going to follow the next one. uh, Define document types for entry view in ledgers. Once again SM30, and use this code here. So use transaction code SM30 here. SM30, it's gone once again. Need to log in. Use SM30 and give this code. Click on maintain and give your ledger which we have created T6 just now. Press enter button. Click on new entry. Document type. So whatever document types we are going to use, those document types we have to specify. like we use AB document type, that is for reversal. Then we are using SA document type. Then we are using KR for vendor invoice. KZ, let's suppose, for vendor credit memo. KZs are being used for vendor payment. DR for customer invoice. DG for customer credit memo. DZ for customer payment. So these are the document types which we are using very frequently. And here number range also we have to specify. So here we have to give a unique number range. Here we have to give unique number range. I'm going to give 31. The number range which is not being used by any other document types. Okay, so 31 and press enter. Save this, and then here we are having define document type for general ledger view. So what is the difference between entry view and general ledger view? That I'll explain, guys, in the second part, that is document splitting. That is also part of new GL itself, but there I'll let you know. Right now I have to do this configuration only. What is this entry view and general ledger view? That I'll show you guys once I configure this document splitting. There I'll explain the difference between entry view and ledger view. Again, we have to define the same document type for general ledger view now. So you do one thing, open a new screen, then copy this one, so here copy this one, use SM30 itself and copy this code. So use SM30 in the new screen and copy this code here, copied and paste it here in table view. Click on maintain, ledger T6, press enter and click on new entry. So here once again document type, the same document type which we have given here. So we have to copy all the document types. If you want to copy all the document types at a time, then press Control Y. Control Y. See the cursor symbol got changed. Now click here on corner and press your left button of mouse and drag it down. See here, at a time I have selected all, or else it is impossible to select all. The way I did, I'll do once again. Press Ctrl plus Y, Ctrl Y. See here the cursor symbol got changed, and click on corner. Then press your left button and then drag it down, and then Ctrl C. So this is how I have copied. Now the same I am going to paste here. All got pasted here, and number range now 41. 41 here also unique number range we have to give. Press enter and save it. Now the next one is create and assign a written earning account. So that I'll do at last step. First of all, we'll do one thing. Generally it was supposed to be the last one. It was supposed to come here. Okay, and then this should be 6, this should be 7, and this should be 8. Now So define document number range for entry view. So transaction code FBN1, use transaction code FBN1 here, /n FBN1, press enter. Give your company code TM10, click on interval and define a new number range 31, 2007, 2017, and let's suppose 2000 to 2999. Press enter, save it, and then one more number range we have to define here. Define document number range for general ledger view. So here different transaction code is there. Copy this transaction code and then /n, paste this one. Give your company code once again TM10 here. Click on interval, and here 41 we are going to define in the same way. Give 2000 to 2999 once again here also. Press enter, save this. So we have defined the number ranges also. Now we have to do one more setting, create and assign retained earning account. Use FS00 transaction code /n FS00 and we'll create a retained earning account. We are going to create a retained earning account, GL. Let's suppose copy, not here actually. Change your company code and make it TM10. Press enter and then create a retained earning account. Let's suppose I'm going to edit this one itself. Okay, account, test it and save it. Remaining all the settings as usual, the normal GL whichever we create. See here, nothing differences. You can create a new one. Click on refresh. Once you click on refresh, then see the test one got changed and it became retained earning account. This is your GL number 1021. Why we have created this retained earning account, guys? If you are able to remind long back when we were in GL setting, there was a transaction code OB53. In OB53, see here, give your chart of account, and here we have given P&L statement X. Now we are going to link the GL account here. Save this. This is a mandatory setting which we have to do. If you don't do, then system will throw some error. So this is what the all configurations are there, guys. We have done with the configuration. Still, this is the half configuration itself. We are having other configurations also for document splittings and all, but step by step we have to follow. So now this much configuration we have to do for this parallel reporting. In next session, I will just let you know, I'll just show you guys how it is going to happen practically, how it is happening, how system is going to follow two different fiscal year variants and all. And then I'll explain this next slide also. This slide I'll explain tomorrow, so remind me once I start the session. So that's all in this session, guys. Now whatever the practical part is there, in the sense testing part is there, that will be done in the next session.